Shikha Tikoo is with us. You saw her in that report. Is this just happening as a one-off, or do you think this is now happening at a pretty large scale and we really need to make people aware and also go after those who are trying to use this opportunity to fleece others?
Actually, Rahul, I have been helping these families from last 15-20 days now, and I've been talking to different oxygen suppliers. So what I'm seeing is there's a problem everywhere, almost everywhere. So you call up one oxygen dealer, he asks you ask for the 55-liter oxygen cylinder, and as far as I know, it normally costs rupees 6,500 in normal days. But when you ask them it's an emergency, then he'll ask you, can you afford it? I asked them, how much is it actually you're giving it at? So he told me he's giving it for 1,08,000. So you can imagine the the amount of difference. The actual is 6,500 and he's giving it at 1,08,000, because he knows that the family is in emergency. They want to save their loved ones, so they can pay any amount. And even after paying, we are not sure that the family is getting the oxygen or not, because they'll ask you for the advance amount. Because in these times you have to have some trust. We are calling people.
So this 1 lakh plus is for one cylinder.
Hello.
This 1 lakh plus is for one cylinder, Shikha?
Yes, for one cylinder.
Wow.
For one oxygen cylinder.
So a cylinder that typically costs just 6,500 being sold in the black market for 1 lakh plus. Ankit Kumar, you've been researching for this investigation for the last several days. Did you just notice the odd such case, or do you think it's happening at large scale?
What we have learned during our investigation, Rahul, is that the existing gangs of seasoned scammers are now using this pandemic as a golden opportunity to cheat people and make quick money, despite being fully aware that their actions could seriously compromise the lives of these patients. And if you think that maybe a genuine supplier somewhere got greedy or ran out of oxygen at the last minute, that's definitely not the case. These are well-planned scamming schemes designed to exploit a society when all of us are extremely vulnerable. I will give you an example. In one of the cases where a person needed oxygen for his friend in Gurugram, he told me that he had an idea that this could be a scamming scheme. But despite having that inkling, he paid 27,500 rupees in 3 installments, just hoping against hope that maybe, and he even appealed to their humanity कि भैया कुछ भी हो जाए आप fraud मत करना, मेरे दोस्त की जिंदगी खतरे में है. And even making those desperate pleas, those guys did not send the cylinder. Those guys did not refund his money, blocked his number in fact. So, and when we tried to follow that case up with Rajasthan police, because Delhi police helpline number told this person that you will have to, because his physical location was in Rajasthan, not in Delhi. Now, this is one of the main loopholes that these people are exploiting, because what happens is that when you try to register this case, these kind of scams are independent of any jurisdiction. Yesterday, Delhi police issued a statement and said that because of jurisdiction issues, these cases are extremely time-consuming to crack. Now, one we have to understand is that in order to tackle this problem, there has to be a national action plan. Why I'm saying is because all the transactions that we have reported so far in Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Kolkata that we have come across, all these transactions have used legitimate transfer of money schemes like UPI, like bank transfers, money transfer wallets like Paytm, etc., Google Pay. So what can be done is that there should be a national action plan to curb this menace, because the cases, the hotline number that one of the panelists just discussed, that Delhi police has came up with a hotline number. That hotline number, let me tell you, despite having 10 different lines, it's extremely difficult to get through this. This tells you how much the volume of complaints that Delhi police hotline number is getting, and the number of cases that are getting solved are incomparable to the incidents that have been happening all over India,
Nupur
not just
Sharma,
in Delhi.
respond